In this video, you will learn how to set up a project in ArcGIS Pro. Along with this video, we will also provide you a document that outlines the steps. So in the first step, you will create a folder structure in your computer's system drive similar to this. So create a folder structure such that you have a GIS1 folder, and under the GIS1 you have a projects folder. Do not use space in any folder or file name that you'll be using in ArcGIS. You can use underscore to separate terms in a file or folder name. The next step is to start the program. So let's start the program by looking for it. So you can use the search box at the lower left and type in ArcGIS Pro, and you should be able to find the program if it is already installed in your computer. You will have to provide your username and password, and after that the program should actually open up. You will see this window once the program is up and running. So click on Map to create a project. Program is going to ask you where you want to save the project and a name for the project. So we're going to use the path that you created in the step 1 for saving the project, and for the project name use my first project, and then you hit OK, and the program will actually set up a project for you. So now I'm going to demo this step for you. Since I was signed in just recently, it didn't ask me for my credentials, but very likely you will be asked to provide your username and password. So I'm going to click on Map. It's going to asking me what to save the project. So I'm going to, for the path, I will use CGIS1 projects. So that's going to be where I want to save my project. And for the name, I want to use my first underscore project as a name. And let's hit OK. Now my project is set up. You will see 3 different windows once your project is set up. The one on the left is the contents window, and any file that we will use in this project will actually be listed in the contents window. At the center, we have the map window where we will see all our data. And then on the right, we have a catalog window, which is similar to the file explorer. And we should be able to explore any files inside our computer using the catalog. And also you can do a variety of other things using catalog that we will discuss later in the class. Next, let's go check the file folder and see what's in there now. So I'm going to go to the location where I have my project saved. So CGIS1 projects. So before I didn't have anything. Now I actually have a folder named my first project. And when I look inside it, I see 3 different folders and 2 files. For now, let's just focus on 2 files. This one with the symbol of blue briefcase, that's the project file. You can, if you end this session later on, you can actually navigate to this location and start the project by right-clicking and then selecting open. That's another way to start an existing project. And then the other important folder that we want to talk about is this my first project.gdb. That is a file database, or in other words, a storage container for any output files that you will create in this project. The output files will by default go inside this folder. So that's what we discussed, the step 3. And then in step 4, we are providing you a sample data. You will find the link to download this data on the same page as this video. So go ahead and download this file. By default, all my downloads go to the downloads folder. And this is what, once you download it, this is what you will see. This is a zip file. What we want is we want to extract the contents of this zip file and save it inside our newly created project folder. To do that, you just right click and then say extract all and direct the program to save it inside the project folder that we just created. So that's actually the project folder, right? CGIS projects and then my first project. That's the location where we have all the contents of our project. Then say select folder and then extract. This will bring all the contents from this zip file inside my ArcGIS project folder. And now you can see that now we have an additional folder named GIS1 M2 data, which has the sample data. Let's go back to ArcGIS Pro. If I refresh my project folder here under catalog window, so I'm going to right click and say refresh, then I can see that my sample data file database is showing up. I can click on this triangle, then I see that there are two files inside the sample file database. For this exercise, we really don't need the map, so we can turn it off. So going to the contents window, we can turn it off. And now I want to open up or add my two files to the map window. There are two ways you can do it. You can just left click on the file name here in the catalog window and then drag it while pressing the left mouse button and then release it. That's one way to bring your data to your map. Another way you can bring is you can right click on the file name and say select add to current map. So that's another way to open your data files in your map window. What we have here is we have point data representing locations of salmons, and then we have a line data representing streams. So when we turn both on, we can see that the salmon's points are actually sitting on the streams. So this is how you will set up a project in ArcGIS Pro.